Right, today we have some information on the larger iMac, which some say is the iMac Pro, and well, it's not so great news because we have information on the release and how it's not launching anytime soon, but also we have information on the chip and how apparently it's not getting the M1X, but the M2X instead. And so let's delve into everything, but first make sure to like and subscribe for the latest Apple news and rumors. And with that being said, let's just tuck in. Right, so delving into the release, I'm assuming a ton of you guys thought we were going to see the larger iMac alongside the MacBook Pro and the Mac Mini with M1X later this year. Well, that might not be the case because Mark Gurman is pretty unsure of the release date, and usually when Gurman is being pretty vague about the release date, that means the product is not launching anytime soon. For example, in the same report, Mark Gurman also talks about the iPad Mini 6 specifically launching in the fall, and so yes, the fact he gives us no clarification on the release date does give me a feeling that this iMac is not releasing anytime soon. There are also other signs that suggest the release is not happening anytime soon. That begins with the fact we just don't have many tidbits regarding the larger iMac, and compare that to the MacBook Pro, which has been leaked into oblivion. And yeah, you can understand why that's a little weird, because if we are seeing this product anytime soon, then we should have way more information. Also, other credible leakers like Dylan have also said the larger iMac is releasing in 2022, not 2021. And also do remember that Gurman gave us a tidbit that apparently development for the larger iMac had been paused to focus on the 24-inch iMac, and so yes, that might have halted the release of this iMac. But the big giveaway that the release is not happening anytime soon is actually within this report, because Mark Gurman says there is a chance we could either see the M1X or even the M2X in this iMac. And well, if we do see an M2X, that means this iMac won't be launching this year, because I don't see Apple releasing an M1X in the MacBook Pros and then an M2X in the larger iMac within the same year. So yes, I don't think we're going to be seeing this larger iMac anytime soon. M2X is clearly a successor to M1X, and so we should see M2X launch in this new iMac in 2022. As for when in 2022, there are two possibilities. Either we could see an early 2022 release alongside the M2 MacBook Air, but I do think that's not very likely because Apple does not want to release a prosumer Mac alongside a consumer Mac at the same event. And so the next release timeframe we could see the iMac in is maybe WWDC, because you might remember that Timothy himself said the Apple Silicon transition should be over in 2 years. And obviously by WWDC 2022, that time should be over, and so yes, we could see the release of M2X and the new iMac in June 2022. I mean, do remember that the M1X MacBook Pro was supposed to launch at WWDC, but because of mini LED production issues, they had to push back the release. But of course, Apple is now striving towards fixing these issues, and so by 2022, these mini LED issues should no longer be a problem, and so yes, Apple can go ahead with the release of the larger iMac at WWDC. In fact, I can definitely see Apple releasing this iMac alongside the Mac Pro Mini that we're expecting with Apple Silicon very soon. And so yes, maybe they release together at WWDC. Now finally, I do want to end on the differences between M1X and M2X, and really it's not going to be that different. Essentially M1X and M2X should have roughly the same layout, so it's going to be 8 performance cores and 2 efficiency cores, and also you could get a choice of 16 or 32 GPU cores. However, the main difference should be in the cores themselves, because M1X is based on M1, which is based on A14 cores, but of course M2X is based on the M2, which is based on the A15, and that's going to be built upon a new 5nm plus process, which should allow for better performance. There is also the possibility that Apple could integrate the ARM v9 architecture into the M2X, but do note, M1 already has a ton of the benefits of ARM v9, and so I doubt it's gonna make a massive difference. There is one thing to note though, and that is, because the larger iMac has a much larger thermal envelope compared to the MacBooks with the M1X, there is a possibility we could see more performance cores with this M2X for the iMac, and so yes, the performance difference could be pretty huge. As for other details on this iMac, as I said before, we don't know much, but we should see a similar design to the 24-inch iMac without the white bezels and the fun colors, and also there's a report that we could see mini LED on this larger iMac too. So yeah, let me know in the comments below, when do you think we're gonna see this larger iMac? Anyways, thank you for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for the latest Apple news and rumors. Check out the video in the icon above about details on the new MacBook Air. And on that note, I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya, peeps.